Hi guys, it's Mrs. Millison. All right, last check your understanding for this section on page 564. Okay, check your understanding, page 564. The figure below shows a mini-tab output from a significance test and a confidence interval for the restaurant workers' data in the previous check your understanding, which was on page 563. Explain how the confidence interval is consistent with, but gives more information than the test. Okay, let's review the test real quick. I have our sheet from the other one. We had a null hypothesis that p equals 0.75, and we had an alternative hypothesis that p does not equal 0.75, okay? We went through our conditions, we did the do section, we got a z-score of negative 1.62, a p-value of 0.1052, matches my z. P is a little off because this is a computer output, it doesn't round, we do. Probably a little more exact. And what we did, we evaluated our p-value against an alpha of 0.05. And since the p was not less than the 0.05 alpha, we failed to reject the HO. So we did not have convincing evidence that the true population proportion of restaurant employees at this large chain that feel work stress has a negative impact on their lives is different than 0.75. So basically, we think it is 0.75, okay? So that is consistent with this 95% confidence interval because 0.75 is in the interval, okay? Now this is a 95% confidence interval, and that corresponds to an alpha of 0.05, so that makes sense. If we had rejected the HO and thought that the true population proportion was not 0.75, 0.75 would not have been in the interval, okay? So everything has to work together. Now, again, a 95% confidence interval goes with a 5% alpha. If I did a 99% confidence interval, I would have done a 1% alpha. A 90% confidence interval, I would have used a 10% alpha. So they have to match for everything to match, okay? Now, why does the interval give more information than the test? All the tests allowed us to do was to either reject the HO and have evidence for the HA, or fail to reject the HO and not have evidence for the HA. So it really just let us say that we didn't have evidence that the true population portion was different than 0.75. So we don't know what it is, okay? You know, it's going to be close to 0.75, but we're not sure. But what's nice about the confidence interval is it actually gives you some possible values. It can be anywhere from about 58, 59% to about 77%. So this is kind of nice. It kind of gives us, I don't know, a better idea of what proportion of employees feel that work stress impacts their personal life, okay? Where this one is really just comparing a single sample to, you know, the status quo, to what is believed to be true, okay? So this does give us a little more information, okay? Okay, that's it for that one. We'll see more of these types of examples where the confidence interval and the significance test match each other, okay? All right, see you next time.